It's a cool song.
I'm just making lyrics up now.
It's a cool song. It's cool as fuck. Not in temperature though. It's hot as fuck
Not in
temperature.
temperature.
Oh man, I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy, right. I can get over the sleepiness.
Yeah.
I can get over the sleepiness. Copious amounts of caffeine gets me through the sleepiness.
Yeah.
Just makes me crash later on in the day. But what I can't get over is this layer of sticky.
That's what's annoying
that
me
I've got
right
on
now.
me. It's like no amount of showering gets rid of it. It's like I feel horrible. I feel dirty. I'm going to get in the shower. I get in the shower. I wash myself. I smell great. Skin's nice. And then I get out the shower and sticky comes back
Yeah.
because of the fucking heat. It's like, stop that.
I know, mate.
I need to not be sticky.
I like being sticky.
Well, I mean, there's good sticky, isn't there? But
Yeah,
this isn't
baby.
good sticky.
No, it's not. There's
This
no such
isn't-
thing as bad sticky.
I don't know. This is pretty bad sticky.
It is bad sticky.
Good sticky's good.
Good sticky's good, bad
Pardon
sticky's
me.
bad.
Good sticky and bad sticky. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
We didn't do last week.
We didn't.
You were travelling, I believe.
I was in the city of the
in
London,
the big smoke.
in the big smoke.
Oh God, headphones have gone weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was both emotional and enjoyable.
Oh, okay. That it?
Yeah. It was work. So we had a work event last week on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
And problem was there was no one there first thing on Monday.
Right.
So it kind of became you need to be there first thing Monday.
Right.
So it had to be all aboard Sunday to get down there.
What?
So travelled down to Heathrow and then from Heathrow to where the hotel was, which was just outside of Heathrow. I had a great trip down there. My card got cloned on the way. I don't know how that happened. So I had to cancel all my card getting into London. And do you know how hard it is without your tip-tap in London?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything's tap on, tap off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I just got on the underground and went, I don't know what to do now. And they went, go on, mate, go through.
yeah.
I will say that about London. They're very, very good. I genuinely just went, nothing works. And I was on the underground, so I stayed on the underground until I needed to come up.
Yeah.
Instead of coming up and going back down.
Yeah, tapping.
Tapping.
Tippy,
I was
tippy,
like,
tippy,
right,
tippy.
if I'm down here, they can't get me off until I need to get back up.
I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's such a good system. You know, if you is it Oyster Card that
Oh, it's Oyster or Instant.
No, that's what I mean. Like if you're constantly using it's Oyster Card, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
You use like for the underground. I can't remember. But if you're just like visiting for the day, and you
There's no point,
to use the underground, like the whole like tap on tap off system is fucking brilliant.
And it's cheap as shit as
yeah,
well.
you just keep doing it because it doesn't keep charging you. It remembers your bank details.
Yeah.
And it goes, oh, this person's done it however many times now. Let's stop charging him.
Yeah.
Like you reach your maximum point, and it's like, do you know when I lived down in London for a week, I only had to use it for like 2 days to get to and from Euston to Greenwich. But I genuinely don't know how much it cost me.
About 30p.
Yeah, to get from, because there was a tap on, a tap off, a tap on, a tap off. I use the DLR as well.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious because I've never used it, and I was sat there, and it's not a tap on, tap off on that one. It's a woman comes up and down to take your payment, and she came up to me and she just held a phone in front of me, and I looked at her and I went, I'm not from round here, duck. I don't know what do you want me to do? And she said, just put your card on the back of my phone.
Just put your bloody card here, Northerner.
And she's like, I'm like, is that it? She's like, yeah, that's done. Don't forget tap off when you get out. And so it's ace until something like that happens.
Until something
Yeah.
like that happens.
and then it's like, what do I do?
And the one thing I didn't know what also happened last Sunday, which happened last Sunday at 5 o'clock at night, was Get Cash was down for Tesco for the whole of the
right.
UK. So I had, from where I was, there was a Tesco 4.5 miles. Well, it wasn't. It was nearly 3 miles away.
Okay.
And it was all flat. So you're near Heathrow, so it's just flat 3 miles. So
Yeah.
I would prefer an up and down 3 miles, to be honest,
Okay.
just because it's, for me, easier. So long walk, got all the way there, and went, oh no, get Cashies down. I've got to walk all the way back. I had no moisture in my body at all from whatever I was doing on the Saturday. Were we out the Friday as well?
We were out on. No, that was the one before.
Was it the one before? So,
Yeah.
So I was just wiped by the time I got to my hotel room. And luckily enough, the good lady wife went, I'll send you Just Eat.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
And then I was a bit angry because I could have just done that and saved me walking all those many miles. So, yes.
I mean, I'm. It's not too bad because it happened a few weeks back. I didn't get scammed, so to speak, with my card, but I made a payment in error, if that makes sense, and it was for something else. It was for something different.
Were you drunk paying online again?
No. It was like
I did not mean to buy this 12-inch rubber dildo.
no. It was a scam.
What was it?
But I didn't get scammed. So it was for a Bluetooth speaker. So
Yes.
I bought this Bluetooth speaker.
Yes.
And then it redirected me to a different page, and I'm like, oh, this looks a bit suspicious. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
And then what had happened is, during the payment process, somewhere along the line, I'd missed. You know when they throw them like, claim £14.76 cash back and blah, 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 and I'd just missed it.
Yeah.
Like, so something like that had gone through, and I'd end up signing up to this voucher scheme thing, which, like, if you, it's like a 7-day free trial, and then we're going to take £90 out your bank.
Yeah.
So straight away I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck have I done here? So I phoned the bank and I'm like, look, can you just make sure nothing's... I'm on my online banking now, so I can see everything. I've got a pending transaction. Can you just make sure nothing's set up to come out? Blah 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 blah. And they were like, look, everything looks fine, but we suggest just cancel your card. She said, they were like, did you pay Visa or is it? And I'm like, yeah, just cancel your card and we'll send you a new one. Just do it on the app, report it as lost or stolen,
Yeah.
and so for that like week, I didn't have a bank card. Now, it's like Google Pay. I'm pretty certain Apple Pay is exactly the same. When the bank issues you a new card,
You have to. Yeah.
Google Pay automatically updates.
Oh, does it?
It's fucking brilliant. So literally, like within 24 hours, the bank had issued a new card number. Now I didn't have the card, so I didn't have access to the account still. But Google Pay automatically talks to Nationwide and goes, oh, they've given me a new card number, we'll change that for you. And they just change it. So you can use your Google Pay, which was cool. But on the off chance that wouldn't work or wouldn't happen, I'm quite lucky as that I do have another account. And it's an account just for like, if I sell something on eBay or Discogs and the money goes in there and then I can keep track of what I've sold and blah, blah, blah. And it all gets transferred into the main account eventually.
Yeah.
But it's just so I can keep a mental note of what
I've done this, I've got this, and I know. Yeah.
of what I've sold. Like, so I'm fortunate enough to have that other card, which has always got a bit of cash in it. So, for a few days, it's like if I need to go to the shop and bottle of water or whatever, like being I can just use that card, which is lucky. But we're living in this contactless digital world now where everybody relies on just a tap on and a tap off, and then all of a sudden that's taken away and you go, oh shit, because for 24 hours I was like, what the fuck do I do here?
when you're in transit, so there needs to be something for a middle ground for when you're in transit, and if something like that happens, because if something like that happens and your credit cards etc. are all through NatWest, it's the whole block.
Yeah.
So it's a case of going, what cash do I have on me? Now I had like 30 quid cash because I always carry just some residue with me, if you will.
I'll get you a pack of chewing gum in London, that will.
Well, it got me. Well, for 0.9 miles from Heathrow to the hotel, that was like 27 quid.
Yeah.
So it was a case of going. Now I'm down to my last 3. So by the time I got to Tesco, I bought a bottle of water
Yeah.
and a bottle of orange juice, which was about this big, to just go. I was because the weather was like this, pretty much exactly the same, but it was sun as well. So I was just throwing water on myself as I was going downstairs and just feeling horrible,
Yeah.
really. So yeah, but just as what it is, you lose stuff. Take more care of stuff, and maybe if I didn't walk off and go to the toilet on the train and just leave my map book open on my payment details, maybe that'd be a better idea. But let's not talk about me making mistakes,
No, let's not do that.
because it's a bit of a bad idea. How's your week been?
It's been all right.
It's been all right.
Yeah. So we've had a couple of weeks. We didn't podcast last week, as we just said. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been boss man at work. So manager's been off on his hollybobs. I hate people who say hollybobs. He's been off on his holidays.
I think it's a real thing anymore.
People not say it
People
anymore.
really stay hollybobs now.
I fucking hope not. I hope that's gone. I hope I haven't just reignited it. Fuck. So,
I hope you haven't either.
yeah, so I've been boss man at work, which it's always fun. I must admit, like, I do enjoy it. No, I don't enjoy.
You just like telling people what do
Well,
you do.
the thing with my job is there isn't really any. You don't really have to tell anybody to do anything. Everybody
you.
just does.
Pick up those
what they need to
records.
do. But I quite like, I do like that other side of the business. It's not something I have to do that often, but I do like that other side of the business. The downside is when the manager's in, and when we're both in, we both know what jobs we're doing, and we both get the jobs done. And when one of us isn't in, then all that falls onto the one person. So I'm doing the manager's jobs as well as trying to do my own as well. And eventually you get a couple of days into the week and one of them has to take over from the other. Something's got to give somewhere, and it's like, right, I need to not do my jobs and I've got to do this instead.
Yeah, you can either have me managing or...
Yeah, it's... So yeah, we do like, it does slip a little bit in a way, with stock and things like that, because you've got to do the other side of the business. But it still is, it's pretty cool. Like just, it's nice just to have a bit of a change sometimes and do something different, which is nice. But yeah, the weather's been like 300 degrees. So it's not too bad downstairs because we've got aircon, but upstairs there's no aircon. So like we've bought fans and we've got like
just blowing hot air around.
Yeah, we've got these little crappy USB fans on every computer. I bought a big tower fan that's just blowing the air around.
Mike's going to get back and go, the electricity bill!
I know. That's the only thing. Like with that aircon, it's like it uses so much lecky, but yeah, I'd think I'd die. Like if I didn't have it on.
It's like a Phrygian music
Honestly, it's like the
right
Arctic
now.
Tundra. It's fucking brilliant. Like you open the door, you have to put your jacket on. It's like it's ace. It's a bit cold in here. So yeah, that's been kind of fun. But I do have a little story to tell you about work. So on Friday, young idiot. Up for a bit of a scuffle, Dave mentality kicked back in.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, there was a bit of an incident. I won't go into all the details, but there was a bit of an incident outside the shop, and one of the lads from one of the other shops in the arcade came out and had words with a couple of lads who were in the arcade, and it got a little bit heated, and one of these lads was walking off at the arcade and he turned round. Now, I'd come out at this point because I heard something going on. And he turned round and he's like, you talk to me like that again and I'll come down there and I'll knock you the fuck out. To which the dude from the shop went, you can try. And it's like, oh, he's getting tasty. I'm fucking waiting. This is going to be fun.
Windows are opening in the arcade.
Yeah.
There's people leaning out.
And this guy's
People
like,
looking round the corner.
but I don't think the guy expected him to say, you can try, because he was like, you are? And he's like, of come on then.
You heard me.
Come knock me out. So the guy's like, I'll come knock you out as he's walking away. I'll come down there and knock you out. And and he's like, come on then. Will you come here? And he's like, no. You want to come knock me out?
Oh.
You want to come knock me out, or come down here and knock me out then? And the guy, you come up here. And I'm there at this point. I'm being hype man at this point. I'm like, yeah.
You should just be like this to the guy at the bottom. Go knock him out, mate. Yeah. Go knock him. Go bash it one.
So then his mate came back, because his mate had already left the arcade, and he came back.
Yeah.
And he started giving it the big in. Yeah, I just got caught up in the moment. I was like, I for some reason, for them 5 minutes, I was proper game.
Did you turn into old man out the Muppet Show? You know, the two old men shouting just obscenity.
I turned into like 20-year-old Dave when somebody's just followed you into the bogs and liquid, and I go, oh, it's going off, right? In we go, and this lad starts mouthing off, saying that he's going to come down and knock him out. And he's like, come on then, come down and knock me out. And I just stood there and I went, mate, what the fuck are you walking away for? And he's like, you are. I went, why are you walking backwards? I'm like, if you're going to come knock him out, you need to walk forwards. Yeah. What are you walking backwards for?
I'm waiting for a show.
And he goes, oh, fuck, you come down there and knock you out as well. I went, come on then. I went, you're not going to knock me out walking backwards. And, he started shouting, so I started shouting. And watching the CCTV footage back's quite funny as well, because my arms go up, and I'm like, fucking come on then.
Oh, you did. And did you get full on, like Liam Gallagher?
Yeah, I got proper Larry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on then. I'm like, you walking fucking backwards, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to do fucking anything, are you? And at this point, he's backing out the arcade, and he's like, you come fucking here and I'll knock you out. I'm like, mate, you're a fucking pussy.
I would have started a gentle jog and just saw what he did.
That's at this point, the dude from the other shop just went, all right then, and walked up the arcade.
Did he?
Yeah, at which point the other dude who did the initial threat did the old put his arm around his mate and go, come on, it's not worth it, like he's holding him back. And I go, what the fuck are you holding him back for? He's walking backwards. Yeah, and they just carried on walking backwards.
Crackheads.
No, just two normal young lads. But they just carried on walking backwards up to the town hall, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? So I then start walking up the arcade, both hands round my mouth. Pussy! You know how echoey that arcade is.
It's just echo. Someone in Bucknell went, what was that?
Oh, mate, I was fucking... But yeah, my adrenaline went up and everything, and for a few seconds I forgot that I was a 40-year-old man with bad knees and I'm fat.
I commonly forget about that all the time. The only incident,
That'd have lasted about 10 seconds. My fucking heart would have gave way.
Young lad just dancing around you like Muhammad Ali.
I'd just been like, all right, mate, all right. Just leave you now, fuck. Jesus.
We'll reconvene in 10 minutes, matey. Just give me a couple of minutes. I need stretch.
Let me just go back in the air economy and fucking hell, it's hot.
I had a guy on a bike this week. So pedal bike. With a music thing attached to me.
Oh, fuck me.
Giving me advice about driving.
Oh.
And I listened for the first 10 minutes, 10 seconds.
Good progress, congratulations.
I did. I went, oh yeah, no, I see where you're coming. Hang on a minute, you're on a bike. Shut up, you muppet.
Yeah.
Like that. And
so he had like a Bluetooth speaker connected to his bike?
No, he was taped to his bike.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, first of all, don't do that, you fucking prick.
But no, he was giving me tips on driving, and I was and I even listened, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying, because blah, blah, whoa. You're on a bike, dude. Like, don't be talking to people driving. Yeah. And then I related it to something. I've noticed people with the worst car rage or road rage.
Oh, right.
The people with the worst road rage are the people that are passengers, not drivers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, what you doing? What
Yeah,
you
yeah,
doing? What
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing? Them people.
Yeah.
They're the worst people than the others.
Ah.
True story.
From the other, so like,
Not the
yeah.
drivers.
yeah.
Passenger.
Not, I presume you don't mean Jodes, like
No.
when something happens in another car.
When something happens in another car.
Although I'd imagine she is a
my
bit of a pocket
observation.
rocket, like when she
No,
gets
she's not actually. Jodie's not. Jodie's one of those people where she's driving and then behind her there's like thousands of explosions going on, like just yeah. She's just driving, going, "I'm having a lovely day. I am. What a lovely day." Meanwhile, there's like screams and, you know, just cataclysms going on left, right, and centre behind her. So no, Jodie doesn't have real road rage. I don't have road rage. I have taxi rage.
You don't really have road rage. When I've been in the car with you, you don't really have road
I have
rage.
moan.
You have like 3 seconds where you go prick and then you just carry on driving.
Yeah, I have road Tourette's.
Yeah.
That's what I've got.
You,
Bastard.
You're not one to slam your brakes on and get out the car. You just want to go prick and then carry on. Just carry on.
No, because I've got out of a car before not knowing someone who had road rage behind me. I was getting the bank. Someone who had road rage behind me, and he jumped out the car thinking I was jumping out the car.
Oh.
And I didn't even know this dude was jumping out the car. So he was a taxi driver and he's jumped out the car and he's gone bloody and giving it all of that. I've jumped out the car and go, what was it? It was only a little wee Indian geezer. I said, what's up with you?
I would never have guessed from the impression.
Yeah. Guess what? I said, buddy, what's up with you? He says, you're getting out the car. I said, I'm getting the bank.
Bank?
I said, what's going on here? He was like, oh, driving and all this. I went, honest, mate. I've said, I'm not getting out for an argument with you. I've said, if I'm getting out my car, I'm getting at you. I've said, bugger off. I haven't got time. Genuinely, mate, I'm trying to get to the bank. I've said, just go over there. Just try and get to the bank.
Wow.
Yeah, just...
I've seen it on, Jubilee.
But wanting to get out to argue. I'm not getting out to argue.
You know the roundabout on...
Tupac, I ain't talking, I'm bringing fucking drama. Fuck you and your mama.
Yeah, do you know the roundabout by the old Jubilee Baths?
Yes.
The Iron Market and whatnot. I've seen there before where a car's literally cut somebody up. So a car's
He crashed into the wall.
car's going round the roundabout, and another car's pulled out and cut this person up.
Yeah.
And the person who got cut up just gone with the horn, give it a little bit of horn. The car that's done the cutting up has then slammed the brakes on, so everybody's had to slam the brakes on, and both of them, driver and passenger, woof out the car to the car that papped the horn to the window, shouting, barking through the window. The person who's papped the horn is just sat in the car, hands on the steering wheel, not even doing anything, not even moving. Like, they're just shouting through the window, and they're like,
how bad's that got to be, though? I mean...
You cut them up. You were in the wrong. Why have you got out the car?
Yeah, it's pure projection, isn't it?
Oh, man.
It's just a bit stupid. I think it's just where we are with the world. We want to leave a comment on stuff.
Everybody's a bit of stupid.
Everyone's just being a bit of a mongol. Hey, let's not be a moany. Let's not be a moany.
No.
Glastonbury.
That's a thing.
Anything happened?
Lots of stuff.
What are the fucking rich kids going to and the Hunter Wellies having your disco biscuits?
Lots of
listening to your music, the banker mum and dad. What are you doing?
Lots of little things have been going on this weekend that have made me completely oblivious to everything else that's going on in the world, such as Glastonbury. We've got Formula 1 on today as well, which... what time is it? Oh, yeah, I'm missing that because you're late. Fuck.
Don't worry. We're only doing an hour. I'm not going to keep you here for 2.
And wrestling. That was the one, the big Saudi show. Have you watched any from this weekend?
No, I've not watched the big Saudi show. I have.
Did you watch SmackDown?
Yes, I've watched CM Punk doing the Doctor of Thugonomics on John Cena, and I'm not joking you. That those two on the mic are absolutely fantastic. Them two wrestlers are just brilliant on the mic.
If we go back a week, so we had John Cena doing CM Punk's pipe bomb. So
Yeah.
John Cena doing the pipe bomb, turning it round on CM Punk. Now I was watching wrestling news things on YouTube and reading articles, and people were like, "Oh my god, it's the best promo of John Cena's life." I'm like, "Are we funny, right? If it's the best promo of his life, and he's literally 99% verbatim just done CM Punk's promo, then what you're saying is John Cena's not very good at doing promos, and he is good at doing promos, right? So the concept was brilliant. The whole like, right, I'm going to do what you did to me 14 years ago, and I'm going to turn it round, and I'm going to throw some names in: Claudio Castagnoli, Nick Nemeth. I'm going to throw these names in. Matt Cardona, that was the other one. I'm going to get people, and it was fucking brilliant. It was so well done. It was ace, the way he turned it around, and because it worked. Everything that Punk said about Cena worked the other way round.
Yeah.
And when Cena was saying it about Punk, and I'm like, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So, on SmackDown was in Saudi. First thing I'll say about it is, nice to have SmackDown on at a reasonable time in the UK. 6 o'clock start.
Yeah.
What I will also
Love
say
the
is
Saudi.
That power cut 3 minutes fucking in to SmackDown, where so Randy Orton's cutting his promo on Cody Rhodes. Next thing you know, freezes, doof, goes down. You just get the repeating SmackDowns on a break for 40 minutes. Right, there was a big power outage in Saudi that cut everything. So I believe in America they were still getting the feed on the USA network, but the Netflix feed for the rest of the world
The Netflix was completely
just cut out. So what they've done is they've put that whole promo on YouTube, but I think they must have had camera issues as well, because the footage is like, it's the shaky cams, the small handheld shaky cams at the side of the ring.
Cena footage with
No. The Randy Orton and Cody.
Yeah.
But they've synced it up with the proper audio. It's actually really good. It looks ace the way it's come together. But yeah, 40 minutes of the show, you got nothing. But then the show carried on. It was a great SmackDown. I enjoyed it. John Cena comes out, cuts a fucking brilliant promo. Next thing you know, the Doctor of Thugonomics music kicks in.
Yeah.
I start freaking out because I'm like, what is this?
Then
and then you see Punk
Life
across the screen. Now, what I will say is the promo itself was brilliant. Lyrically, it was brilliant. Everything he said was ace. The delivery, not so much. He did fumble in a couple of places, did Punk.
Come on.
He fumbled it. I mean, I don't know whether the...
Come on, you are being way over finickety there, buddy. I'm pulling you.
I don't know whether on the highlights, whether they've edited it, but watching it live, he fumbled. But that was fucking brilliant. It was so good. So to get Cena doing the pipe bomb and then get Punk doing Thugonomics...
Yeah.
Have you not watched the Saudi show yet?
I've not watched the Saudi show yet.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have to see the results.
The show as a whole...
I'm just going to have to see, because I need to know. I can't wait, I can't. So hang on a minute. You carry on.
The show as a whole, very good. Brilliant. Really, really good. I think they did the right thing with the women's matches by way of, on SmackDown, they had Tiffany versus Nia Jax, but it was a last woman standing. So they didn't have to do technical wrestling moves. They just got to beat the shit out of each other, which was, for a Saudi audience, perfect.
Yeah.
And then the Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley match was the same as well. It was a street fight, so no rules. So they just got to beat the shit out of each other, which is like, this is perfect. It's perfect for the Saudi crowd. The women's King of the Ring final. Asuka will always bring out the best in whoever her opponent is. And so, yeah, the match itself, not fantastic, but yeah, as good as it was going to be. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton was as good as you wanted it to be. It was it was a good show.
I just want to be right about Cena.
So the whole Cena thing, the Cena Punk match in itself was absolutely brilliant. The match was ace. Like, if Cena's not prime Cena anymore, and if anybody's going to get a good match out of him, it's CM Punk, and he did.
Yeah.
Fuck me, it was brilliant. We had false finishes. We so many bloody go to sleeps and AAs. Ace. It was really good. We had the almost face turn of John Cena, or the almost face turn where he's in the ring, he's got the belt, he's about to hit CM Punk with the belt, and he stops and he thinks and he's like, "What am I doing?" And he puts the belt down, and it's like, "Oh, it's happening! Good guy John Cena's coming back!" And it's taken this rivalry of however many years to bring him back to good guy. He goes up to Punk, bang, kick, go to sleep. What happens next? Burn it down. Screams over the PA. Seth Rollins' music drops, and I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna cash in. He's gonna cash the Money in the Bank in."
And he didn't.
Oh my god! Well, he tried.
Has he lost the Money in the Bank now?
No. Bron Breakker and t'other dude, who I can't remember his name. T'other dude, run down to the ring, beat the piss out of Punk. He then Seth Rollins is then in the ring with the briefcase. The ref's out. The ref's already been knocked out in the match, so he summons for another ref.
Yep.
Charles Robinson does. You know the meme of the ref running to the ring.
Yeah.
Charles Robinson, that is. He does his run to the ring.
Yeah, blonde hair flowing.
As he's running to the ring, you do not see it coming. From nowhere, John Cena just comes into shot and goes, boof, and just pushes him. He goes fucking flying. Charles Robinson does. It's hilarious. He sold it so well.
Sally, John Cena collided with him.
It was ace. I was pissing myself. Cena in the ring. What the f*** are you doing to Seth Rollins? They start shouting. Punk comes back in. And then it's like, this is it. It's happening. We're going to get CM Punk, John Cena working together to get rid of Rollins and Bron Breakker and t'other big dude. And it's like, it's happening. It's fucking brilliant. This is, if you're going to turn him back face.
Good boy Cena's coming home.
This is going to be the one. And then.
He just took his belt out and started letting everyone, did he?
And then they both stood in the ring, Punk, Cena. They turn around, they're staring at each other. And Punk puts his hand out for the handshake. And Cena just goes, oh. Okay. And he steps forward and they shake hands and they hug. And then you get the look at the camera like he did to Cody Rhodes. And he looks in the camera and then he comes backwards and then bang, kicks him. Oh, yeah, over, pins. One ref all of a sudden wakes up.
Ref's all of a sudden awake. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Cena keeps the belt.
Pure
but
theatre.
It was so fucking good. The theatre. Oh, Penta came out. Yeah, forgot about that as well. Penta came out.
What's he want?
Bron Breakker.
Oh, fair.
So Penta comes out for Bron Breakker. Sami Zayn, who'd already had a fucking brilliant match against Karrion Kross, comes out to help as well. They do some awesome spots on the stage, which was just fucking brilliant. Sami Zayn's super over in Saudi Arabia. They fucking love him over there. And so he comes out, massive pop, and then you get the whole finish. So it's a brilliant way of Cena keeping the belt, because he's got to keep the belt. Like,
he's retiring with that belt.
And Punk not looking weak, not making Punk look weak.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was all the interference. It was bad guy Cena. It was a proper heel finish. So Punk doesn't look weak. He hasn't lost anything. Cena keeps the belt.
Yeah.
We've set up a Seth Rollins Punk feud again, which I'm always up for. Them two guys always have brilliant matches. And yeah, Cody Rhodes wins King of the Ring. So he gets a shot at Cena at SummerSlam.
Not a fan of Seth Rollins.
Wow.
That's
very controversial.
Not a fan.
Wow. Seth Rollins has carried that company for 10 years, man.
He's I don't know if he's carried it or if he's just been there.
Keeps reinventing his character. So how can a bad guy be so over with the crowd. They need to change his music. Because
It's his music.
He's a bad guy. He comes out and they're all like, oh.
It's just his music.
Oh.
It's his music.
They need to change it. He's brilliant in the ring.
It's the current thing with the WWE, and even Ethan on Cody Rhodes, my son. Even Ethan on Cody Rhodes, he's first opening.
Tell you what, man, that match.
And my father said
That match with Orton, Cody was bad guy.
He was, wasn't he?
The Saudis were all for Orton. Was that okay?
Amazon have been
Yeah.
on a Sunday as well.
Yeah, they don't sleep, them drivers. That's right, they don't. Yeah, but it was a really good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to SummerSlam now. So Raw's on at 11 this week, 11 at night instead of 1 in the morning. So
It's not bad.
yeah, it's not bad.
I might
all.
have a cheeky eye in
If
there.
I'm still awake, I'll watch an hour.
A cheeky eye, yeah.
I'll watch an hour.
But no,
Glastonbury. Yeah, I've segued.
that's where we were. Glastonbury.
Yeah. So on the Friday, I did a little bit of moving around at work, and I've set it up so that the computer, the downstairs computer, basically the ticketing box office computer, is now running through the shop amp, so I could have Glastonbury on while I was working. So I've done a little dual monitor setup as well, and on one of the screens I had Glastonbury on, and I had the lineup on, see who we can watch. So I watched Supergrass, really good.
Were they all
There
right?
was yeah. It was very clever. So the very first artist to kick off Glastonbury was Lord, and she wasn't scheduled to be there. It was a surprise
She's a
performance.
diamond in the rough, she is.
And I think she played like a new album. I'm not even engaging. I'm pretty certain she played like an album in full on the stage. But yeah, she was. I don't really like her in all fairness, but she was really good live. Brilliant set. Supergrass were ace. I watched Shed 7. I was a bit like, oh, let's see if they've still got it. Fucking knocked it out of the park, mate. They were ace.
Yeah.
Shed 7 were brilliant. The surprise act on the pyramid stage was not very much of a surprise. Everybody had guessed it. It was Lewis Capaldi. You know, when they have a little to be announced. So yeah, surprise set was Lewis Capaldi, and he fucking smashed it.
Brill.
He smashed it, and
Did everyone have a cry?
a little bit, yeah. And well, they're all emotional rich kids, aren't they? So so yeah, and
Everyone other than the singers.
I've been watching bits and bobs of the highlights on iPlayer as well. So SmackDown had finished on Friday, so I was like, "Oh, I'll stick Glastonbury on."
Yeah.
And they were playing some highlights while they were waiting for the headline on the pyramid stage. So I watched a bit of Alanis Morissette, which she's just Alanis Morissette.
She's just Alanis Morissette.
She hasn't changed in 30 years. She looks a little bit older because she is a bit older, but on stage she's the same person. She's fucking just exactly the same. She's brilliant. It was ace. Job's a winner.
Bit out of time for ironic, but go on.
There's nothing ironic in that song. It's just stupid.
No, she was a bit out of time on it, that's all.
What do you mean?
I watched the performance.
Oh, right.
I
Okay.
critiqued it.
It's just live, isn't it?
I went like this, I went,
It was.
bit behind
And
you.
then the headlining act. How can they be headliners? The headlining act for Friday night was the 1975.
Because he'd been on tour with Robbie.
Oh my God, Cleon!
And you can tell as well.
So wet, aren't they?
Mate, you can tell he's been on tour with Robbie. Did you see him talking to the crowd?
He's just like.
I was like, hang on a minute.
Shut up! Just shut up!
You're not him,
Matty.
matey. You play your music and enjoy your bad self.
They started playing, and I'm just like, how? Right, I've said this so many times. Right, we look at the British bands, we look at the British music scene. Let's go from we've got Oasis in the 90s, Kasabian, the Arctic Monkeys. Let's throw. I mean, I know
They're never getting Glastonbury.
I know they weren't around for as long, but the Libertines. You know what I mean? All these fucking cool bands.
He'd go to the opening of a
So-
fridge now.
the Arctic Monkeys, like, you know, when they've been going for a few years, who's the next band that's going to take over? And there's nobody to step into their shoes. So we end up with the 1975.
And Louis Capaldi.
Different.
No, mate,
different
come
thing. No, I'm on about British bands, not solo acts. British bands, you know what I mean? We end up with the 1975, and I've got nothing against Matty Healy. I've seen him in some interviews, and he seems pretty fucking sound. Like, he's done some.
What's that on your glasses?
It looks like a little bit of condensation.
Oh, okay.
I'm very warm.
Oh, okay.
I'm very warm. My brow's very warm.
Oh.
So,
You are browing, yeah.
yeah, very warm. So they're just really fucking wet.
Yeah.
There's nothing like.
No one walks on stage and goes, "This next song's called such and such." Thanks, this next song's called such and such. Thanks, this next song's called such and such.
I was watching.
Right,
some,
I'm going now, Charles.
I was watching some. You remember Live 8, the 20 years on Live Aid performance. I was watching some footage of Live 8 the other week, and it was Elton John was doing his set, and they were like, "We're going to do a song by one of my best friends, Mark Bolan, from T-Rex, and I'm going to bring a hot young star out to come and sing this song. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Doherty." And it's prime heroin addiction, Pete Doherty.
Yeah.
Out he comes. And he sings Children of the Revolution, right? Now, I'm not saying I want any rock stars to be peak heroin addiction. That is not what I'm saying, right? But, oh my God, Pete Doherty is so fucking rock and roll during that performance.
Yeah.
He's just... He just embodies British rock and roll as he's doing it, and he's so fucking cool. And then we get the wettest band in the world, the 1975. What the fuck was that? Did that come from you?
Yeah. That came out my sinuses, that did. That was like...
They got, as far as I'm concerned, they've got one good song. It's called Love Me, and that's because it sounds like Prince. It's just...
Controversial.
It's just not... They just weren't very good.
And who else was on Friday?
Jalen and Gonda played on Friday, but I missed his set. It's very good. I like Jalen and Gonda. Let me pull the. Oh, I tell you, did play, and I've started watching the set on iPlayer, on Vogue.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did, and they were fucking brilliant. I've watched like 2 tracks.
What a man! That's it.
Hey,
That's it. What a man. In
what's it gonna be?
yeah, that one. There you go. I can't pretend now. That one.
Yeah,
that one. And that one.
I've watched like 2 tracks so far, and they're fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. So, C-Mat, she played the Pyramid Stage.
Is it?
On Friday. She was all right. All right. Biffy Clyro played.
Yeah, standard.
We had we had Inhaler and Wet Leg on the other stage.
Not for me.
Not for me at all.
Not for me.
No, I didn't.
Wet Leg can go and get in the bin for me.
Didn't dig that at all. And
I don't
then,
get Wet Leg. I think Wet Leg are one of those bands that you don't know why they're famous. They're a bit like a budgie in space. You understand it being there, but you don't know how it got there. How the hell did that get there? I understand how it got there, but how the heck did it get there? Why is it there?
Self-Esteem played the Park stage on Friday. That wasn't a bad set. She was all right. Then yesterday, the headliner on the Pyramid stage was Neil Young, and he basically banned the BBC from showing his set. So we didn't get to watch that.
Well done, Neil.
Nor do I care that we didn't get to watch that.
What's this stuff? Is that Lady in Red?
No. No, Neil Young from Neil Young. Hey Hey My My. He is one of the greatest songwriters ever.
Who smags Neil
all
Young?
Time. He was in Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young for a bit. He's.
Give me 5 songs.
I can't name 5 songs.
Give me 2 songs.
I'm not a Neil Young fan.
Anything to do with Neil Young, I'll take right now.
Harvest, the album Harvest. That's one of the He is. He is a fantastic songwriter, but fuck me, I don't like him.
Is he one of these eclectic, one of these
It's in the
songwriters?
same vein as like Dylan and Crosby, Stills and Nash, and Joni Mitchell and.
Fuck off, you southern fucking rock star.
What I haven't watched yet, but I'm looking forward to watching, is Ray. She played the
Ray's
pyramid
fantastic,
stage.
yeah.
On the other stage, so Neil Young's headlining the main stage last night. We had Charlie XCX headlining.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched that, and she did very well, very very well.
Are you being sarcastic?
No.
Oh,
Not
okay.
in the fucking slightest.
I've
No.
never heard you review someone as very well.
Very well. So I didn't know what sort of set she was going to do, because she does DJ sets,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know whether she was going to have a band, because I've seen her do gigs where she's got a band behind her. But obviously last year it was all about the Brat Girl Summer.
Yes.
And yeah, she was. Now I wasn't a big fan of the Brat album, but I really like the Brat, but it's completely different album, which is the remix album.
Yeah.
That I thought that was fantastic.
Great stuff.
And she was playing tracks, a lot of tracks from the Brat catalogue, and no band, just her on her own with a backdrop,
Okay.
and that was it. Her and a microphone, no band. Like, so some guys press play on his mini disc player, bing, and then gone go.
She's maximising this performance.
And out she goes on her own, no backup, no special guests, no fucking nothing, no band behind her, just her on her own, headlining an overcrowded other stage, because nobody wanted to watch Neil Young by the looks of it. They all wanted to watch Charlie XCX. And yeah, she was fucking brilliant. Like, if that's your thing, and she, tempo up, fucking dance music, everybody's having a good time. Yeah, she smashed it. You fucking can't, nothing like, everybody, up until a few years ago, when, the whole controversy when, like, Jay-Z was going to headline Glastonbury, and it's like, oh no, we can't have black people here.
It was rap music.
Yeah.
It wasn't against black people. Jesus, Dave.
I don't know, man.
It was against...
I don't know.
It was against... Fucking hellfire.
They'll use rap music as a fucking blanket.
Just
but
take
no.
a look at the Libertines. Take a
like-
look at the Prodigy. All these people have been there.
So
It was against rap.
it was against black. That's what it was against. And now they've,
You'll make an issue out of anything.
they've moved into having more commercial pop artists playing this festival.
Yeah.
So for an artist like that to headline one of the stages, I mean the other stage, it was just and she smashed it. Like, you really can't argue with the performance at all. She really knocked it out of the park. Yeah, brilliant.
When is Reform's new son on stage?
Reform's new son
Rod? Mr. Stewart?
yesterday.
Was yesterday Rodders?
Oh no, it's today.
Is today Rodders on stage?
Yeah, 3:45.
Yes, he's Reform's newest guy.
Yeah, 3:45 he's on. Olivia Rodrigo's headlining tonight.
Do you know what? I dig her stuff.
Nile Rodgers, Noah Khan, and Olivia Rodrigo all back to back.
Olivia Rodrigo's
Oh, fuck me,
fantastic.
the Libertines are playing. They're on now. I didn't see that. Tonight, Prodigy are headlining the other stage.
Brilliant. Brilliant band. Started listening to them more and more and more.
West Holtz over Mono are playing that stage.
Fair.
Oh, Brian Jonestown Massacre's on, if he turns up.
Do you know what I want to see?
Fucking hell, AJ Tracy's on. Oh, that's one to watch. Joe, spelled D-J-O. Very good band. Do you know Steve with the good hair and Stranger Things? Mm-hmm. Joe Keery. It's him.
Okay.
It's his band. He's very good. AJ Tracy's playing one of the stages today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, AJ Tracy played the Underground in Hanley, and they put some stories up Underground did, like on Instagram and on Facebook, and I was like, oh, let's have a look, right? And it's very good. Like, it was very good. However, every single fucking person in that crowd, and I know it's a generational thing, and they were all young kids basically in that crowd. every single one of them, as the camera's going around, the Underground's camera's going around to get footage for the social, every single person in the crowd has got a phone in the air, and you can see the live stream logo at the top of the fucking screen. They're all watching it through the phone, live streaming it on social. It's like, how many live streams of this do we fucking need? Like, can we just get one person to do it?
It's not that. It's not that. And I do start I'm starting to lean on the way of these should have mobile phone blockers in events now.
I was just about to say something like that.
For the plain and simple reason is it's killing people. It's like people are not enjoying a moment. They're watching it through the prism of a mobile phone. Yeah. And I just think it's okay for all these big companies going, oh, everyone's just streaming our stuff. It's taking all types of soul out of stuff. And this is what I've been moaning about in previous episodes. You can hear me go on and on and on. But I do think it's time for mobile phone blockers. I think your car should be one big mobile phone blocker. Because the amount of people who you can see them on their phones while they're driving. Just to basically go, this isn't part of your life. This is an accessory. If
I go to a gig, right, now, I did this, I went to see Eric Martin at the Underground a few weeks back. And what I'll do is I'll do maybe one video, 20 seconds. Like, he'll be playing a song, I'll do 20-second video, I might take a couple of photos, and then I'll put my phone in my pocket. Yeah. And it's in my pocket for the rest of the gig. I'm in the fucking moment, I'm enjoying the gig. Like,
if you look at my social media, there's very little that gets posted at the minute. Because I like my daughter Bo was at a school football day. She was at a football tournament all day yesterday. She won. She got a penalty. She got this. She got that, and the other. Nice. And people are there. There's people who were there who will argue with someone and just put pictures up, and it looks like they've had a great day. And you're lying to yourself. So for me, it's like I don't need to put these pictures up to then look at the same social media site to go, who's liked my social media post, and spend time then going, liking my social media post. I just haven't got. I'm bored of it now. I know how it works. I know how this shit works. Yeah. And everybody gets it wrong. And everybody thinks that there's some type of face. Like, who the fuck are people talking to on Facebook? Who are you talking to? You're not talking to your fans. You're talking to your friendship group. Yeah. And that's the same friendship group that you've got on your Messenger. That's the same friendship group that you've got on your messages. You are polluting your own pond and not promoting a damn thing. And that's all that's going on. And it was only us starting our TikTok thing that I noticed it. I went, so you're going to promote this and that, but you're not going to promote yourselves. So it's like everybody's being put into competition with everyone. But then when you see how the algorithms do it, that's not how they work. That's not how the money's made through the system. And it blows my mind because it's very, very selfish. It's just, social media is really selfish.
I know people could they could turn that round on us by going, well, if it's so selfish, why are you using it? Well,
I'm not using it.
Yeah. I use this podcast and our socials and my personal socials as a mental fun.
Well, at the end of the day, we're doing a podcast because we've got followers. We're not putting it out on our own social media and going, just so you know, guys, I went to Ashington Water Park the other day with Ringo and Derek, and we had a great time.
Ringo and Derek. The two names you could have come up with, you went Ringo and Derek.
Here is a slideshow of me having a really good time. You've been following your fucking kids round, just taking pictures of them. You're not doing stuff with your kids. You are literally your kid's photographer. And then these kids have got to go into high school. These kids have got to go into real life. They ain't got a photographer following them around. And then that's when the parents are like, oh, we're not bothered now. There's your problem. Not bothered.
Yeah.
I speak total fucking sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never put. I think in all my years of being on socials, I think I've only ever put one picture of Rosa May, and two of Adam.
Oh, I had a flip book of the kids' age between about 1 and 2. And then we had COVID, and then everything skyrocketed to where we are now. The only reason I don't bother doing it now is because the missus does loads of it. I think social media is quite a female thing.
I'm not like I'm not saying if you do it, it's wrong.
I'm not saying it's wrong.
It's my personal preference, like not to put any photos up. I just don't like. I've never been one to when you go somewhere be like, oh come here, stand there, just stand there, smile for me, come on, smile, no, stand there and smile, smile, come on. We need to show people that we're having fun. Stand there and smile.
Smile, you miserable bastard.
It's like, I would be having fun if you'd let me go and have fun instead of telling me to stand here and smile.
It's what I don't need. I don't need validation from other people behind a phone.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's just validation. And for myself, it's a bit of I think mobile phones. Do you know what I use my mobile for? I watch
making phone calls.
No, no,
no,
I don't use it for making phone calls. You're wrong.
Yeah,
I genuinely use it for
I always
watching.
get scared when you phone me. I'm like, what the fuck is he phoning me for?
I watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So up the rest is football.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker, blah blah blah.
I wedge mine on the toaster when I'm making tea, and I'll watch and I'll have like YouTube on or. Have a podcast on.
Yeah, that's just
two pints with Will and Ralph. It's a good one to have.
That's a good one to have. That's all I really use it for. And I was moaning about Apple the other day, and I was going, "Oh, mobile phones and Apple and everything else." Mate, I'm sitting there. I've got a brand new pair of Apple noise cancelling headphones in my ears. I've got an Apple Watch on, and I'm talking on an Apple, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Brand new Pro Max
Apple
Pro,
fucking
9, Apple 900 thingy. And I'm here moaning about them. I'm the biggest hypocrite on planet Earth.
Hey, did you see that guy? I think this was recently, because I know you've mentioned the Apple Watch to me several times when it comes to like health.
Yeah.
And a guy was working out in his backyard and had a stroke.
Yeah.
He was on his own. He had a stroke in the backyard. And his Apple Watch kicked in, and within fucking however many minutes, emergency services were there. It was like, what the fuck? That's how you use technology. That is.
That is, and I've said this on the show before. That's the only reason I have an Apple Watch.
My Fitbit would just go, "Are you playing tennis?"
Yeah.
No, I'm having a fucking stroke.
So, last year, the year before. It's on one of the previous shows. Just to reiterate it, a referee,
the football ref, yeah.
A referee called David White. He had a cardiac arrest in the middle of the pitch, or what's commonly known as the Widowmaker. I slapped the watch on him. I did slap the watch on him, and it made a weird thing on it.
It went. You're not clear.
No, it went because it's gone from my blood pressure, which is roughly around like 55 to 60 to holy hell, cardiac arrest, and it just phoned all the services, let us know where his heartbeat was so we could carry on CPR. It went all the way up and then it went poof and stopped straight away. So it just gave us the ability to do that whilst the watch dealt with the emergency services. I've gone into it where I've come off my bike before, and the watch is going, emergency services will be called if you do not cancel us in 5. And then it goes beep, 4, beep. And it's got like a countdown on it. I was like this because I was with my son and my daughter all dishevelled because I've hit a wall going, oh my God, kids, cancel that ambulance. It's a good way to do health, but do you need it? Not really. Is it not? Well, is it nice to have once you go past a certain age, Dave? You fucking better believe it. I wish it did better readings.
Right.
I wish it could read all me other things as well, so it could go, yeah, you also need this doing while we're here. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh God. Well,
no, because I want to do World Club football.
What World Cup?
World Club
Oh,
Football.
fucking hell, all right.
It paused 2
Okay,
seconds.
we'll be back in a second. And we're back. Oh. Like, really, we're back. It's recording.
Oh, are we back now? I thought you were talking to me again. And we're back.
I'm not going to do... Normally, when this happens, I do a lovely little crossfade and nobody actually knows that we've pressed pause, but I'm just leaving all this in.
We're not doing it
We're not
this
doing
week.
that today.
Right, so what have we got to going on today? It's the continuation of the World FIFA Club World Cup.
Last 16, I believe?
Last 16. So today we've got PSG versus Inter Miami, or where Messi was before he was at Inter Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a good game, I think. And Flamengo versus Bayern Munich.
Okay.
Last night we had England winning the Under-21 Championship World Cup.
Yeah, saw that.
Yeah, we won the World Cup yesterday, or the kids did again. Just 10 minutes before we coach all that great football technique out of them and make them play back.
I was just thinking that, like, why? Because our under-21s team is always fucking brilliant.
Yep.
Then what happens? Because it's the same group of kids.
We coach it out of them. We coach it out of them. The way we play football now in England, what we do, we go, we must all run up the pitch, run, get all the way up to the wingers, and then they play it back to the right back plays it back to centre back, centre midfield, back to centre back, back to right back to the left winger to the centre midfield, to the attacking midfield, back to the right back to the right winger. That's it.
Mm.
That's English football now. There used to be a time where you used to have players like Beckham, and instead of doing 500 passes, he'd just do one.
Oof!
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, go, oh, bloody, look at that guy, just do that. And you'd have Gerrard going, I can't be bothered keep passing this ball around. Can I just give it to him over there? But you can't just pass it that far. Oh, we can. So, yeah, it gets coached out of him. But it kind of gets coached, it comes out of you as well.
Mm.
Because you stop taking so many risks the more you get older. That's just life, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're young and you throw England football players a ball,
Yeah.
you're like on the pitch and they're all under 21s, we throw them a ball and they go, yeah. And then when they get in the England team and you throw them a ball, they go, hang on a minute, let me check with the agents. Buddy. So it just is what it is. But tonight we've got Messi back playing against PSG, and I hope that game's a banger.
Are these are all on? It's DAZN, isn't it, that?
DZN.
Yeah, DAZN.
Is that what he says?
Yeah. And that's, isn't that like Saudi owned, that channel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not sure at all.
Yeah, of course he says. There's not much that that hasn't got a percentage. This is why Newcastle are in so much crap. We've got owners, and you're not allowed to have sponsorship deals if your owners have got any percentage in it.
I bumped into an old friend this week.
I want to know how this links to Saudi.
No, yeah, it's like really does link.
Okay.
Bumped into an old friend. I literally haven't seen her for like 20-something years.
Has she been in Saudi?
She lives there.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she moved this year.
Where's she been for the other 26 years?
Yeah, Stoke. No, she was in the shop, and I've come downstairs. I'm like, oh, hello, I've seen you for years, like. So we just got chatting, catching up. I'm like, you still? Because she's a teacher. I'm like, you still teaching? She's like, yeah, but I'm living in Saudi now. I'm like, what? Come again? Like, so basically, she got completely and utterly fed up of the teaching system and the education system in the UK, and her husband was in the RAF and basically got offered a job in Saudi doing the same thing that he did for the RAF, and they just went, all right, fuck it. And they just went over, and she teaches in an international school. Her kids go to an international school. He does his job over there, and it's the kids' holidays at the moment in Saudi. So she's come back over because they've kept the property over here. So she's come back over for see her family and everything. But I'm like, well, what's it like? Like, well, how have you, like, you know, how are you finding it? She's like, it's the best fucking thing I've ever done. She goes, it's ace. She absolutely loves it over there. Because I've seen some pictures on Facebook, like, but I just thought she was on holiday.
I'm surprised she hasn't been taken stoned or killed in a fucking ministry every 20 seconds.
She's like, it's lovely. She says it's really nice, it's lovely. She goes, I absolutely love it.
Isn't it weird how the newspapers say one thing and the actual experience of things is different? I wonder why that would be.
So yeah, that's an insider's report.
I want to go Moscow.
Oh, do you know what? I'd quite like to go Russia.
I would.
It's fucking lovely. It's like to look at.
It looks lovely.
The architecture and everything's beautiful. Like, I would love to go. And like, I don't. Yeah.
We should do a trip to Russia.
Fuck. Could you imagine? Is this like when Dennis Rodman went to North Korea?
Mate, I bet you I'd go down really well in Russia.
I bet you'd go down really well in North Korea as well.
I bet I'd really go down in North Korea.
Is it Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il now? I can't remember.
He would be my boo.
I reckon he'd love you.
You'd be my boo, he would. Do you know that? Have you seen the film The Interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be me.
You and him, like just...
Me and him in the tank firing stuff out. This amazing. If he wants fire out of his tank into the hills, that's fine. I'm not bothered if there's a village there. If he wants fire.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So Saudi's really nice, apparently.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm
fucking go.
I'm not saying that it's not a nice place. Of course, it's a nice place. They've got great taste in sport.
And yeah, the trick is, don't be a knobhead when you're over there, because they will cut your fucking hands off.
That's so. So what we're saying is, if we go to another country, what we shouldn't do is steal. Is that what you're saying? And if you do steal, probably not a good idea if you run off.
Yeah, and don't cup another man's balls.
And don't cup another man's balls, and don't kiss another man's wife.
Yeah.
So what we're saying about Saudi Arabia is, if we honour Christian values, you don't die.
You'd miss it if I didn't cup your balls, though, every now and then.
Every now and again. But I can come home during the holidays for that stuff. I can just be, I'm coming home, like, cup a ball.
I did that to Hippie the other day. I was having a beer in Battlecraft, and I got up to Liam. Like, anyway, I'm off. So Hippie gives me a hug. He gives me a hug, and as he's hugging me, I went, honk!
I was watching a Liam Gallagher. I was watching a Liam Gallagher interview. He did it with the guy who was interviewing him.
Brilliant.
He was talking to him. He gave him an answer, and as he walked past, he went ha ha, and just carried on going.
I saw a video to the other week. I shared it on Facebook, and it's Lando Norris walking through the McLaren garage, and one of the engineers is just leaning on one of the tables, and as he walks past him, he dick flicks him. So as he walks back, he does the little backhand like tunk on his cock, like, and then laughs. Lando laughs and walks off. And it's
never breaks stride.
It's hilarious. Like, so I shared it saying, this is what you had to avoid with Steve Shingler in the kitchens, because he'd do it in the kitchen every time. Like, if it was open, he'd walk past you and he had big fucking hands, and he'd be like, doof, and you'd get a little dick flick, and he'd normally catch bollock as well. And you'd just be like, fuck, he got me. But the comments under the video, there's people who were like, I don't understand what he's doing. Why is he doing this? Is he gay? And it's like, no, he's flicking his mate in the nuts because it's funny, but it's just like, it's the attitude of other countries, because they don't, it's not the same humour. Like, they don't do things like that. So if you do go to Saudi, don't grab your mate's balls.
Don't flick the king of Saudi Arabia in the nuts if you see him. Don't flick him
in the nuts. Like, no matter how close you get, no matter how many fucking beers you have to... Oh, they don't drink, do they? No matter how many... Shishas.
There you go.
No matter how much shisha you smoke with him, like, no matter how close you get, don't flick his nuts.
Don't flick his nuts.
Because off with your head, right? So...
Do you know what? Be first thing I probably did after a few shishas with him.
His nuts.
And give me one of them robe jobbies. Always wanted one of them robes.
What to do with one of them right fucking now?
Do you know what? I like them.
A nice fucking...
I like them. And what are them whippy thingies? They like little tree jobbies that they have.
I don't know what they are, but I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what the last heat wave we had? There was I came out the shop. Me and Liam came out the shop, like, and there was an Asian dude walking down the arcade in a full thobe, like top to bottom. I'm like, that's what we fucking need in this weather. Mm-hmm. Just one of them. Like, they just look so light and fucking airy. It's
you see, there's the Muslim takeover of the UK, and then there's what we actually need as part of the UK, and they're actually something that we do need.
Get me in a fucking thobe. honestly.
And get the women out of
And
Birkers.
some slides.
Liberate yourself. Liberation across the Islamic
We're
women
not getting
nations.
into that. We are not getting
Mate,
into
I'm leading the
World War
revolution.
III.
No, I'm leading the revolution. I'm leading the revolution. Get your beautiful eyes out, ladies.
Your beautiful faces.
Get your beautiful faces
Beautiful.
out. Show a shoulder.
Get your beautiful faces out, but only if you want to. If you don't want
If
to,
you don't want to, it's fine.
It's fine.
But if you
Okay.
want to-
if you want to, you get them out.
Free 'em.
You get them out.
You free the
Get that
face.
face out. Beautiful faces. And I'll kiss you with your full consent
With your full permission.
on the cheek.
On the cheek.
Anyway,
As we descend into
as
madness.
everybody starts wrapping the faces up, like,
Yeah.
no, Dave, no, you're not.
No, we're not allowed. We're not allowed to
You're
do
not
no.
doing that. Like,
Just walking around kissing.
it's for you, that is, because I love you.
That's for you, boo.
Right. Big thank you to everybody that listens week in and week out. You guys are amazing. Do not forget to hit that like, follow, subscribe button on whatever your favourite podcast platform is, and follow us on our social media. We're still a bit behind in posting. I did start playing catch up this week on the old social media posting, but it's Up the Trent podcast on Instagram, and it's Up the Trent on everything else: TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky, X, Facebook, other things that we might be on that I forgot about. It's all about brand protection though, Cleon. So even if we don't post on some of these, at least we've got the name.
At least we've got the name. And guys, jump on board our TikTok.
I might just do one post.
It's going
on
really well.
Everything I don't really update, I might just do one more post saying, don't bother following us on here, just go over to this one instead.
Just a big arrow.
Yeah, this is all just about brand protection. Anyway, so give us a follow, and you guys are awesome, and we'll see you next time.